In that invertebrate had happened, first phylum we call it the protozoa. In that protozoa is nothing but that it is a primitive animals. It is a primitive animals, or we call it the primitive cell. Pro means primitive, zoa means cell, means single cell, unicellular organism. It is a unicellular organism. It is a unicellular organism. It is microscopic. It is these type of the protozoans, cell graded animals. Cell graded organism means what happen? Only single cell. This protozoa, or those are the animals, are including the protozoa, single cell animals are present. In single cell means cell graded animals, no tissue, no organ will be developed here. Means single cell animal means single cells, only single cells. Single cell animals means protozoas. Proto means primitive cells, or we call it the zoa means animals. It's a single cellular animal. We also call it the unicellular organism. Microscopic in nature means they are very smallest in size. The size is the very smallest one. It is a unicellular organism. These type of the protozoan animals, they are living, free living. They are solitary, or sometimes they are colonially. Solitary means what happen? Only single cell will be present in that environment, or sometimes it will be present in the colonies. Colonies means nothing but they having the more than the cells. They are get together. That type of we call it the behavior, colonial behavior, or colonies. Another important point is that what happen? These cells do their whole functions, all functions, like excretion, nutrition, reproduction, or we call it the everything will be done by the single cell. If suppose we are multicellular organism, for respiration we require the respiratory organ. For excretion we require the excretory organs. And we know that the organ is nothing but that group of cell to form a tissue, group of tissue form an organ, and these organ work a specific organic system, or they develop excretion means the excretion will take place by the excretory organ, but all functions is done by this single cell. Reproduction, nutrition, then excretion, then locomotion is also take place by the single cell. Therefore, we call that the all function, physiological function will be taken or carried out by the single cell. Another important function is that, another important point is that body shape is varies. Some are the spherical, some are the elongated, some are the flattened one, some are the oval one, oval shaped. These are the different types of the shapes of the present in the protozoan. Means in that protozoan animals having the varies their shapes. Some are the spherical, some are the cylindrical, some are the cylindrical, then flattened or flattened one, and some are the oval shaped type of the protozoans are present. Another important function point is that these protozoans having the two cytoplasm. They are having the two cytoplasm. Outer side cytoplasm we call it the ectoplasm, and inside this nucleus or near to the nucleus we call it the endocytoplasm. Means these single cell animals or unicellular organism, they having the two cytoplasm. We know that cell having the two type of this cytoplasm, endocytoplasm and ectocytoplasm. Outer side we call it the ectocytoplasm, inner side we call it the endocytoplasm. These are the cytoplasm present in the cell. Another important point, nucleus. These are the, sometimes it is single nucleated, we call it monomorphic, and sometimes it having the two nucleus, we call it the dimorphic. Example, paramecium. You know that paramecium having the two nucleus means dimorphic one, and if amoeba single nucleated, we call it the single nucleated. Nothing but the monomorphic type. Means they are consist of the sometimes single nucleus or sometimes two nucleus. We call it the monomorphic or dimorphic nucleus. And very important point is that locomotion. Locomotion is carried out by the three important points. Locomotion is carried out by the, if suppose locomotion is carried out by the three important points. First one is the flagella, the locomotion with the help of flagella, or sometimes locomotion another organism. Those are the organisms present in the protozoan. They are locomote with the help of three appendages. One is the flagella, another one is the cilia. Those are the cilia are present like brush-like structure, or you know that brush having the cilia-like structure. Another one is pseudocilia, means they are false cilia are present. These are the three types. On that basis, classification of protozoan is also depend on the locomotion. Means on the basis of locomotion, which type of the locomotions are present. On that basis, the classification of protozoan is depend. Either it is a flagella, either it is a cilia, either it is a pseudocilia. In locomotion is carried out by the either flagella, either by cilia, either by pseudocilomate, or we call it pseudoflagella, pseudocilia. Then another important point is that how nutrition will be take place. Nutrition is very important point. Nutrition will be take place by the four important types. On the basis of nutrition will be in that protozoan animals. Nutrition will be take place by four. First one is the holozoic. Holozoic type of nutrition means nothing but that animal-like nutrition. Taking nutrition means we are taking by hunting or by trapping. We are used for the nutrition, means catching the food or trapping the food. Means you know that this lizard, house lizard, is kept as it is in one place, and the insect is moving around that light, and it will be came toward their house lizard, they will be catch or trap. Likewise, these type of the protozoans, some animals in that protozoans, they are feeding or nutrition will be take place by the holozoic type, means animal type or animal like their nutrition will be take. Another we call as the holozoic. Then holophytic. Holophytic means what happen? Holophytic means nothing but that autophototrophic, or we call as the like plant. This in case of the plant, they doing autophototrophic, means they are use the sunlight and they produce their own food material. Likewise, some protozoan animals, they feed on the basis of holophytic type. Another one we call as the saprophytic. Saprophytic type of the nutrition will be take place some protozoan animals. Saprophytic means what happen? The nutrition will be take. Those are the nutrition present in that environment. They will be absorbed. Those are the organic materials are present in that environment. They will be absorbing. That type of nutrition will be take place. We call it the saprozoic type of the nutrition will be take place. Means some animals taking their nutrition with the help of saprozoic type or saprozoic type. Next one is the parasite. Means parasitic means they depend directly on that host cell or any animals or any other animals. These are the nothing but the four types of the nutrition will be take place by these animals, protozoan animals. First one is the holozoic, then holophytic, then saprophytic or saprozoic, and last one is the parasitic in which nutrition will be take place. These are the four important nutrition will be take place by the protozoan animals. Next one is the how their digestion will be take place with the help of these are the single cell or unicellular organism. For that purpose, nutrition after they engulfing the food material, the digestion will be take place by the lysosome. These lysosomes are present in that cell, and these lysosomes having the digestive enzymes. They having the digestive enzyme. After engulfing the food material with the help of endocytosis, or we call it the phagocytosis. Endocytosis or phagocytosis. Endocytosis means engulfing the food material. Those are the present outside the cell. It will be entered with the help of endocytosis. Endocytosis means they are engulfing. We call it the eating. These food vacuoles will be formed, and these food vacuoles fuse together with the lysosome, and after the digestion will be take place. Digestion will be take place with the help of lysosome. These lysosome having the mostly digestive enzyme. These lysosome having the digestive enzymes. For that purpose, these ribosomes or these after endocytosis, full vacuoles will be formed, and these full vacuoles fuse together to this lysosome, and after fusion form a phygosome, and this phygosome, those are the food material will be digested and excreta will be thrown into that cytoplasm and absorb the nutrition. This is nothing but the digestion of the protozoal animals. And after the digestion, respiration will be take place. This respiration will be take place. Amniotic respiration will be take place. Amniotic, these protozoan animals excrete only ammonia, or we call it the nitrogenous waste in the form of ammonia. Excretion will be done here. Excretion will be done here, or we call it the amniotic type of the. These protozoan animals are amniotic type of the excretion, means they are excreta, or they excrete with the help of exocytosis. With the help of exocytosis, you know that in cell biology, endocytosis and exocytosis. Here what happen? Here exocytosis, excretion how to occur? These food vacuoles after the digestion, those are the raw material. They are having nothing but the nitrogenous waste. The exocytosis means the cell will be thrown outside the cell with the help of exocytosis, and this is nothing in the form of ammonia. They excrete in the form of ammonia. It is about the excretion of the protozoan animals. Respiration, excretion will be take place. This unicellular organism, and this protozoa is also very sensitive. This protozoa is also sensitive to the we call it the thermotaxis, we call it thermotaxis and chemotaxis, phototaxis. These are the three taxis, or it is nothing but the part of behavior of that animals. Unicellular organisms are very sensitive to that 3-4 taxis. First one, thermotaxis means nothing but the touch. When this type of unicellular organism we are touching, they are move away from this touch. Means this is nothing but the senses are present in that unicellular organism. First sense is a touch. If suppose we are touching, their thermotaxis will be take place. Means they are moved one place to another place only because of the thermotaxis. And another one is the thermotaxis, means they are also very important sense is present here to temperature. The temperature sense is also present in the unicellular organism, protozoa. Third one is we call it the chemotaxis, means they are sensitive to chemical also. And last one is we call it the phototaxis, means it is also sensitive to light also. Likewise, these are the 4 important we call it the behavior, or we call it this stimuli or senses to these 4 senses. One another important point, reproduction. Very important point is the reproduction will be carried out by the asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction also. Asexual reproduction by binary multiple fission, they will be, or we call it the sporozoic type of the asexual reproduction will be carried out, and sexual reproduction by the conjugation and gamete formation will be occur. At the binary fission is nothing but a single unicellular cell, it will be clutch form, and to form a 2 like binary fission. This binary fission is 2 form. Then multi-fission means they are having the multiple unicellular organisms will be formed. We call it multi-fission. Sporozoitic means they have formed these spores and it will be developed young one. We call it this sporozoitic type of the one. These are the asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction is what happen. Those are the gamete formation. Male and female gamete fuse together to form a new protozoan animals. This is nothing but the sexual reproduction. And conjugation is they conjugate to form a young one or new cells, new protozoans. We call it the conjugation type. These are the reproduction. These are the nothing but the general characters of the protozoans. These are the characters are present in the protozoan animals. Now next lecture we will see the classification of that protozoa. This is nothing but the general characters of protozoa. Thank you very much.